150K price increase. Told you so, part 2. My name is John Lummy, the CEO of the Lummy Development Group, Inc. Founded the company 22 plus years ago. And my main core competency is vision. Vision development, obviously self-development, marketing, and being locked into trends. And I wrote in one of my original books, A Trend is Your Friend. And as I unpack today's podcast, I really want you to understand this is being recorded mid-October 2023. You heard last week in the podcast, I did a $99.2 million podcast based upon 2 announcements about renovations from a marina to a shopping center getting acquired here in the West Palm Beach area. Well, there's an area called south of Southern Boulevard called Soso in West Palm Beach Boulevard. Now, 99.9% of people who are not into development, you see, you get creative when you get quiet in your mind and you learn and you read and you journal. That's my fear, and I'm not a fearful person at all. My fear is you will not maximize your potential because there's no quiet time. You're not able to activate God's gift he gives you, which is imagination. They're the most important president in the entire world. The greatest president of the United States of America ever and ever will be is the president of imagination. Your president, your nation, your imagination, your vision. Just takes one. Without creativity, without quiet time, without development, and I read every day and I journal every day, and I'm on top of trends. You know, just last week there was an article in the New York Post how South Florida is winning the real estate wars because all you hear about real estate, it's down, especially all the doomsday so-called people that know business, this, that. Well, you don't understand trends. Now, I'm not a newbie on this. I've been teaching this for many, many years. Many of you know I was on CNBC Power Lunch back in 2006 for real estate. And back then I said no one's leaving Florida, moving back to Connecticut or New York. And now it's more evident than ever. Well, there was a home that listed 30 days ago in the district of Soso, south of Southern Boulevard. Now, if a house is in the market 30 days, they would say, well, it's not selling quick, it's not selling there. Well, it depends where the home is. See, it depends what market you're in. It depends what atmosphere you're in. It depends what community you're in. It depends what's happening, what's the vision of the area. Well, Soso, which is just like Flagler, North and South Flagler here in West Palm Beach, which I'll be sharing with you an off-market property, which means it's a property that's not listed publicly. It's a private pocket listing. It's in kind of someone's pocket, and they'll introduce you to those that are interested. And my wife has a pocket listing. She just made the announcement today of a beautiful condo here on Flagler, the condo, which that was featured in the article in the New York Post. Flagler, North Flagler and South Flagler, where the condos are. But we'll be discussing more of that in a minute. So the vision process. So this homeowner, this person that owns the property, they made a decision to say, you know what? Just in the last, what, Delaney? And say it with me, 30 days. In the last 30 days, the market has exploded, and there's no foreseen time in the future where it's going to slow down. Because you have the winter coming, you have some unique scenarios going on in some of the cities around the country, from California through New York, and I'm a pure blood New Yorker. New York City's got some challenges. Oakland, California, Sacramento, Boston, Baltimore, etc., Chicago, we all know that. There's some challenges, and they're looking for a phenomenal community. Well, Soso, south of Southern Boulevard, Soso, south of, once again, and then the second SO was Southern Boulevard in West Palm Beach, Florida, where it's 4 minutes from our home, and Flagler is, I can ride a bike to Flagler Boulevard, to Flagler, the condos. So when I say this, today, today, based upon me hearing this, October 15, 2023, a home that's been listed for 30 days on the market just raised their asking price $150,000. Can you say trend? Can you say positioning? Can you say time sensitive? Can you imagine, once again, the next 6 months, a year, 2, 3 months? That's why the 10-acre country estate in West Volusia County, can you imagine what that's going to be worth in the next 6 months to a year, year and a half? Obviously, you've heard me speak about that. Everything going on with the Bass Pro Shop, the marina, the 4-lane highway, the roundabout, the 40-plus acre Publix being built, one of the largest expansive public shopping centers in the state. The Circle K, which all of you know the story, where Christy Knight and Kristen came down, did incredible drone footage and the pictures. We sat there and had lunch, and there was only 2 tables to sit literally 8 people, two little sandwich shop tables of old country store. Circle K, been there for decades. Now that's gone, and they expanded into an 8.92 acre mega superstore. It's happening right now. Now, this is the issue when you get around negative people. You see, negativity is like fog. Negativity stops you in your footsteps. I'm sharing with all of you who are listening to my podcast, and also I want to make sure all of you, obviously, you can always get a hold of us, but I do want to right now give you our direct number to call or text us. In marketing, I call call to action. You want to be consistently repetitive, that when people are ready to speak to you and have a conversation based upon what they want, in every message, in every email, every marketing piece, there is a consistent number. You guys can always call or text us to our international headquarters here 24/7 at area code 561, which is the epicenter, West Palm Beach. I'm not like I have a 617 or 315 or 203. I'm like, well, I'm this stellar realtor, but I didn't have time to change my phone number from Boston yet because I'm also an Uber driver. I've been saying this. I've been teaching this for 22 years. 99.9% of people get in real estate to make money, which means it's a greed-based decision. I love land. I love people. I love value. I believe it's the greatest asset someone can own. Our direct line is area code 561-847-3467. Once again, 561-847-3467. My wife has a great report about why Florida. Feel free to give us a call, give us a text, and she'll send you a great report she wrote about the 7 reasons why Florida is a place you want to invest in. And I want to share with all of you, this is very important. When you're not developing, you're not getting creative, you're not preparing, you have no vision. There's nowhere else in the country 30 days ago a house goes in the market, doesn't sell in 30 days, and a homeowner raises it $150,000. That house a handful of years ago was nowhere near the asking point. And the asking on that, let me give you the exact number. This is pretty awesome, where the values are exploding by the second. Excuse me, my mistake. It went up $145,000 today, October 15th. It is now, the asking price is now $1,295,000. Listed 30 days ago. Went up $145,000 today. Now, you could either be in the game or you could be with negative people who debate this. And I guarantee you the debaters will default. They're not developing. There's obviously something going on here. There's obviously some development. And everything I've mentioned, the marina just on the last podcast, it was all real estate, all development. The shopping center, all that's within 15 minutes of so-so. Now, Flagler Drive, where my wife has a pocket listing. It's a tremendous off-market opportunity in West Palm Beach, Florida. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, spacious condo. There's actually 2 of them. There's 2 condos together. And you can actually, they're side by side, and it can be, and it's gonna fly, or it's gonna fly off the shelf, because when you read the article that was in the New York Post, and they said House Style Florida's winning the nation's real estate war, they talk about Wall Street South, they talk about Soso, and they talk mainly about Flagler. Well, these condos are on Flagler. The value of these, where they're going to be in the next year or two, because right across the street from it, they're building condos, only 45 condos, and I believe the starting investment value is $4 million up to $28 million, and you could literally see it from the parking lot. Proof being, we were there in the parking lot of this pocket listing, and I did a video of Forte on Flagler. That was featured in the article. Olera is down the street. I'm very strong in this message because I want all of you to maximize your potential and understand a trend is your friend, who you're listening to, who you're around. Either increase your expectation. Now, if you take this and ask broke people give you broke answers. And once again, they're on the sideline. That's why when I first wrote my book, when I earned millions of dollars in networking, then I quote-unquote launched my speaking, coaching, training career. Some people made fun of me. I'm too much of a New York accent. I wouldn't get hired speaking. Well, 22 years later, 26 countries later, 23 books later, and I have over 2,246 Motivation Plus Marketing podcasts later. They're on the sideline. I'm in the game. You got to ask yourself a question in life. Who are you around? The theme of this message is I told you so. Anyone you know, everyone you know interested in real estate, everyone you know who wants to buy, sell, or invest in the Sunshine State, anyone who's thought of moving to Florida or investing in Florida, make sure you connect them with us. Because I can tell you, I'm probably the only voice out there that made the announcement of a price increase on a home because I have my pulse on it. I'm on this 24/7. I believe it's why my family came from Italy, for the opportunity in America to prosper, capitalism, everybody wins. I get so excited about it. So I really want to challenge you. Those of you interested in knowing more about Soso and this off-market pocket opportunity, you must show proof of funding of $3 million. It's jaw-dropping. The view, I was there. We were there on, say, Sunday. We were there on Friday. It's jaw-dropping. And Soso, you can actually walk. See, Flagler, you can actually jump on your bike, and it's about a 1 to 3 minute bike ride all through Soso, and you go right down to every day it's growing. Some of you saw the video that Christy made out of the Anna's Killer empanadas that I sent out. That whole area, Soso, is exploding. There's restaurant after restaurant. There's top antique shops just opening up. I think it's going to double. The retail business is going to double in the next 60 days. People want a community where they can walk, a safe community. They can walk, raise their family, and be 10 minutes from the airport. And literally from these condos, you can take a bike ride to Soso. And in Soso, you can walk to restaurants, walk to coffee shops, and it's safe and secure. Let me explain something to all of you. Now, take this to what's going to happen in West Seville. West Volusia County, where Christy has the breathtaking 10-acre country estate. 4,000 acres next to it. It's a conservatory. Will never be built upon. Because there's a battle going on down the street in Flagler where the Jewish synagogue got approval to go up high, and then a condo that's being built right next to it, some of the floors, the views would be blocked because the condo. So there's a battle of views because something's developing next to it. That's all over the news and all over the zoning departments and all the stuff that I have my pulse on. In West Volusia County, the 4,000 plus acres in the conservatory that just continues back acres upon acres that will never be built upon. That will always be a secluded dead end street. And that's where the 4-lane highway is built. That's how right now it's a real country road 2-lane highway. They're making a 4-lane highway to go down there. That value is going to skyrocket. Why? The ripple effect. The ripple effect. West Palm, it's only 3 hours from us there. That is an absolute gold mine. If we were to relist it, Christy would be listing it for $250,000 more. Why? This proves it with Soso 30 days ago, and they raised the price point of their home $150,000 today because they see what's coming. Oh, we see what's coming in West Volusia. As soon as Bass Pro Shop, it's the public knows about it. They're really going to know about it in the next couple of weeks. When that pops, get ready. It's game on time, people. Why am I saying? Because I want you to think outside the box. Maybe real estate, Florida, obviously, majority of the opportunity is not for you. Understandable. I'm encouraging you to be tied into people that give you vision. Not rah-rah, not make a lot of money quick, not buy this book for $27 and do nothing and drink pina coladas and make a lot of money and go to the Bahamas. No. Talking entrepreneurship, industry, marketing, positioning, learning. Vision. Told you so. Believe me, this is 2 I told you so's about real estate in the last 2 weeks. I'm going to be doing a lot more I told you so's. Why? I'm trying to nudge some of you, potentially many of you, trying to encourage you to challenge me and to give you the courage to step out in faith and watch what goes on and get in the game. That's how you change lives. Now, look, there's nowhere else in the country where a home's on the market for 30 days and a homeowner and a realtor decides to, you know what, let's raise the price, basically 10%. It was if you take, it's at 1.29, let's say 1.3 million. They raised it to 150 million. So it was at 1.15. They basically raised it 10%, $150,000, 145, give or take, 5 or 10 grand. You do realize that's not happening anywhere in this country, but here. The New York Post wrote the article, "We're winning the war," and you want to be with winners. You want to be in a war in business and life and value and investments with winners. Now, Seville, if you mention 100 people, if you go to 10 people or 100 people, that's 100 people, hey, have you heard of West Palm Beach, Florida? All 100 will know West Palm Beach, Florida. You mentioned Seville, I bet you not one person knows about it. When 20 or 30 people know about it, whoever secures a 10-acre country estate, it's a great decision because you're getting in before the whole world knows about it. Then there's going to be pockets in that area, West Volusia. Obviously, the pocket of Seville, because of the proximity to the Bass Pro Shop 5,000-plus acre destination, the new marina, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. It's all timing, it's all positioning, it's all vision. So I challenge all of you. Look, the theme of this podcast is to realize we are in the greatest times ever in America. It depends who you're around. It depends what they're studying, where they're positioned. Guys, with that said, any questions you have, everybody you know about any questions for real estate, buy, sell, invest, list your home. And anyone you know, I'm telling you something, that Seville, once again, 100 people, hey, but let me take it one step further, and then I'll wrap it up. You ask 100 people, do you know West Palm Beach, Florida? You ask 100 people, they'll say 100 people, do you know so-so? Maybe you might get 10 people, 15 people now. Oh, I know so-so. It's the area down by whatever. A year from now, oh, yeah, so-so. That's where XYZ business is. That's where this is. It's all starting to pop, starting to come alive. Now you take that analogy to Seville. Now because you have a foundation of Florida in the state, building it's going to scale much quicker. It's in momentum. You guys, I think, can have divine acceleration because of the positioning. So let this podcast motivate you today, not rah-rah, motivate you to realize there are phenomenal trends in business going on. There are people who understand business, and those are the people who want to be around. So, guys, whatever we can do for you, everybody you know, anyone has questions, feel free to give us a call or text 561-847-3467. I would inquire about the off-market opportunity, the pocket listing, the off-market opportunity, and obviously you've been hearing about West Volusia County. Now, the ingredients kind of make a little more sense now. Because I guarantee you, you jump in the ocean, you're going to get wet. This is that just self-announcing guarantee. I guarantee you I'll be doing an I Told You show about the West Volusia property that the value is $2.5, $3.5 million very shortly. You're crazy, John. Sit in the sideline. and watch. God bless you. Great day. We're here for you.